Impala Films presents Haunted, the audio drama. Season 2, Episode 9, The Cry of the Abyss. Part 3 of 4, written by Jamie Evans.
Listen, we appreciate you helping us out of that pit, but I'd appreciate it a lot more if you told us where we're going.
I don't think you're in any position to be making demands here.
Given that we fell into a hidden pit, which I'm sure was put there by you and your friends, I think we're entitled to answers.
You're trespassers. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today, or else you wouldn't even be walking here now.
Please, sir. We didn't mean to cause any harm coming here. We're looking for someone. Well, several someones, actually. I can show you...
Whoa, let's not do anything rash. She was just going to get a photograph, that's all.
We don't need to see your photographs. Save that for Cavendish. She'll decide what's to be done with you.
Cavendish? Who's Cavendish?
Your questions are starting to dampen my good mood. I suggest you walk in silence the rest of the way.
Questions burned in my mind, eager to be spoken aloud, but the man and his companions didn't look like they were in the mood to answer questions. Instead, I focused on my surroundings, trying to look for any clues that might be useful. The group had rescued us from the camouflaged pit and now led us away from the forest and towards the flickering lights we had seen earlier. As we came closer, I could see we were entering what appeared to be a small village settlement. The houses were all wooden structures, with old-timey thatched roofs. A few of the buildings had stone bases, but the majority were timber. My mind reeled. Just how many people lived on this island, right next to mainland Britain, without anybody knowing? Casey voiced similar thoughts.
I can't believe it. There's an entire community out here. Look, they're all houses. I think that's a church. Hey, what's the building there? The dark one overrun with ivy. You don't use that one.
What did I just say about questions?
Right, jeez.
It all looks so old-fashioned. It's like we've gone back in time, don't you think, Greg?
I'd almost call it charming if it weren't for the booby traps and unfriendly locals. Ow!
Is your leg okay?
You mean other than the 3 whacking great punctures in it?
I'm sorry, I just meant...
No, I'm sorry. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to snap at you like that. It just hurts a lot, and I'm worried we're no closer to finding Kevin.
Here you go, lad. I'll nip on this. It tastes like old piss, but it's damn strong and it'll dull your pain better than anything a doctor will give you.
Oh, what the hell? Thank you, Mr. Callahan. Bloody hell. You weren't lying. That is strong.
It does the trick all right.
Stop. Wait here.
Should we make a break for it?
No, we're outnumbered and with no weapons. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, Mrs. Cavendish says to bring them in. They found your friends on the other side of the island, too.
Our friends?
James and Abigail. Abigail! Oh, you're safe!
I'm all right, too.
What happened to the two of you?
The current swept us into a tunnel, an old smuggler's cave, we think.
Then this pleasant gentleman found us,
Engelbert.
Really?
Problem?
No, it's a lovely name. Very vintage.
Show some respect, you lot. May I introduce Mrs. Elspeth Cavendish, the chief of our little community. These are the intruders we found, Elspeth. Would you like me to have them confined?
I don't think there will be any need for that, Robert. Do you have on you any weapons?
No, nothing.
And have you come here intending us any harm?
Please, we're just looking for our son. He's missing.
You have lost a child?
Our son, he and his classmates were on an archaeological dig in Elthingham and they rented a private boat to sail out here. Nobody heard from them since.
I see. Men, I think there is no further need for guards tonight. I do not doubt the intentions of these visitors. Please return to your posts. It is unlikely we will hear the cry again tonight, but we cannot be certain. Engelbert and Robert, will you stay for dinner?
I'd be honoured, ma'am.
Aye, Elspeth, we'll stay.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to be a pain, but I'm in quite the state with my leg and...
Oh my, what happened to you? Did one of them do this to you?
We were hiding from those things in a barn and he stepped in an animal trap.
I see. Engelbert, would you take Mr...
Kaplan. Gregory Kaplan.
Could you take Mr. Kaplan to one of the bedrooms upstairs, then go and fetch Dr. Foster to have a look at him, would you?
Of course, ma'am.
I'd like to go with him, please. That is my husband.
Of course. I would never dream to separate a happily married couple. Oh, you said you were here looking for your son?
That's right. He's 18. This is his older sister, Casey.
Why, you don't look old enough to be the mother of such children.
What? Oh, thank you, I suppose. Have you seen our son? Kevin is his name.
And how old might you be, my dear?
I'm 22. What's that got to do with anything?
Alas, simple curiosity on my part.
We appreciate the assistance you're giving us, but please, tell me, have you seen my son?
I'm afraid not. We don't get many visitors here on Silverpit Island. Please, go and make your husband comfortable. We can talk more afterwards. How did you all get here?
Oh, it was luck more than anything, my lady. The storm capsized my ship and we were lucky enough to wash ashore.
So, you have no way of getting home?
We were hoping you might have a boat you could use to take us back to the mainland.
We will be able to get you back, but not tonight. It is too risky with the storm.
With all due respect, ma'am, the storm appears to have subsided for now.
That may be, but the waters are too treacherous to traverse in the dark. You may spend the evening here with us, and tomorrow we will arrange passage for you back to the mainland. You're welcome to join us for dinner. I'm truly sorry that your friends are not here.
What the hell do we do now?
Are you okay, Casey?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
I'm sorry about Kevin.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry.
I'd give her some space for a moment if I were you, son. Something like that, you have to process alone.
It's not over. We still might find him.
Son, if it's not here, then it basically is over.
God damn it.
What are you thinking about, James?
How long it's been since I last had a drink. I don't suppose they're going to have any beverages of an alcoholic variety here.
I doubt it. I don't know about you, but I'm getting serious fringe religion vibes from this place.
It is very Amish, isn't it?
Yeah. Everything is so old, and from what I can tell, there's no electricity. And these pictures, I can't explain, but they're giving me the creeps.
You're right. Excuse me, what was your name? Rumpelstiltskin or something?
It's Robert.
Oh, that's a bit of a boring name, isn't it? Your friend was here with Engelbert and you're just Bobby.
Please don't be too upset with him. He's an alcoholic who hasn't had a drink for a few hours.
Ah, the beast of the bottle. I've had my own personal battles with the beast a long time ago.
Very creative. More than I expected from you, Bob. Anyway, this oil painting here, it looks very old. Very sinister chap, eyes that bore right through you. Who is this man?
Aye, he can stare into your very soul. That is Alexander Lingard. He's the founder of our little community here in Silverpit.
Is.
Was. That was painted a long time ago. Back in the days of the plague.
Is that why Lingard came to the island, to escape the Black Death?
It's a bit more complicated than that. It's not my place to discuss it with outsiders.
Well, he's a terribly friendly fellow, isn't he?
Life of the party. James, what are we going to do?
Well, whatever's for dinner smells nice. A good old beef stew if my nose doesn't deceive me. I'm going to grab a bite.
What about Harry and the kids? She said they weren't here.
And you believed her?
Oh, I hate it when he does that.
This stew smells delicious, Mrs. Cavendish. Thank you for opening your home to us.
No need to thank me, Captain Callahan. It is such a rare treat for us to have visitors here on Silver Pit, especially such lovely young people as you have with you. How old are you, my dear?
Me?
Yes, dear. Young, I can see. Mid-20s, perhaps?
Yeah.
A lovely age. I had already given birth to 3 children by the time I was 25. Do you have any children, dear?
No. Sorry, this is a weird line of questioning at a dinner table.
Is it? I apologise, dear. It was not my intention to make you uncomfortable. As I say, we seldom have contact with the outside world now. Our understandings of social etiquette might be a little outdated.
That's okay.
I've had babies on the brain lately is all. Eager to become a grandmother, I suppose.
Are one of your children expecting?
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. My children long since left the island, as many do these days.
It's nice to have some young blood on the island again.
Indeed.
Okay. What exactly is this place?
What do you mean?
He means this island isn't supposed to be here. It's a fairy tale, a legend. Yeah, you claim to have been here for hundreds of years.
Silver Pit is a unique place. It is separate from the world you know, both a part of and apart from it.
Elspeth?
It's okay, Robert. Our new friends are entitled to know where they are.
We've seen something like this before. A place that could only be accessed under certain conditions.
Oh! It's a splinter dimension, just like the tower with the vampires.
Vampires?
It's a long story. I'm right though, aren't I? This island is in a separate fold of reality and can only be accessed at certain points.
That is correct. Ordinarily, the island is only in sync with your reality once per month for a few brief hours. However, turbulent weather, such as the storm you were caught in, has been known to briefly open the gates as well.
It takes a lot of power to create a splinter dimension. The last one we saw was created by a powerful witch named Isabella Marwood. I saw a portrait of your founder out there, Alexander Lingard. Was he also a witch?
Lingard was indeed a practitioner of the occult, but he did not create this place. Silver Pit has been stuck in a pocket dimension for a very long time.
All right, I gotta interrupt you here for a second. Vampires? Witches? Other dimensions? What nonsense is that? I thought you were looking for your missing friend.
We are. It's just... our friends run in strange circles.
I'll say. Is this the sort of thing you're mixed up in, Dan?
Yes, it is. I thought we weren't going to talk about it.
What's the point in hiding it? We're stuck in another splinter reality where something very strange is happening. It's best that they're prepared.
You're saying all of this is true?
Yes, it is. Now, I really cannot be bothered with the usual, but that goes against everything I've ever believed spiel. So can we please just cut to the part where you accept it and we all move on?
You are a strange man, Mr. Hunter.
Thank you.
Your face appears young, but I can see a weariness in your eyes that is beyond those years. How old are you, Mr. Hunter?
I'm 35.
Look, what I would like to know about is the people who attacked us out in the woods. They were like animals. A pack of wolves or something. Then we heard that strange sound, like it was like the land itself was screaming.
The cry of the abyss.
What?
It's what we call it. The cry summons the remnants, and only the cry sends them away again.
Remnants?
When our forefathers first came to this island, they discovered a creature that lives here. At the centre of the island is a large lake, and the beast resides within.
The abyss? That's a very specific name. We've heard that before.
That's where the signal came from. Carl said that the machine allowed them to broadcast voices from the space in between reality. He called it the Abyss.
Indeed, we were always taught that the abyss is a bleak nothingness that exists outside of our reality. The beast in the lake comes from that nothingness.
How can something come from nothingness?
I'm done with this. I agreed to bring you people out here to help find your friends. I didn't sign up to get involved with this sort of nonsense.
I'd be careful how you...
No, Robert, it is okay. It is much to take in, especially for an outsider. Captain Callahan, you are of course free to leave. We will keep a room open for you here tonight. In the morning, we will ensure you and your friends safely make it back to the mainland.
I appreciate that. Now, I need to get some fresh air.
I would caution you against wandering too far, Captain. The remnants are unlikely to come back tonight, but this is unfamiliar terrain to you, and as you have discovered, our land is filled with defences against the remnants.
Aye, I'll be careful.
This is an unpleasant conversation for the dinner table. Please, finish your meals, then Robert will show you to your rooms. I'm afraid I have some business to take care of. Engelbert, will you accompany me?
Of course, Ma'am.
Okay, you were right, James. Something isn't right here.
You're telling me. Robert, good fellow, I don't suppose you people keep any wine around here, do you?
I'll go and check.
So, we all think they're lying about never seeing Harry and the others, right?
They're definitely lying about something. Notice how she conveniently left when we were getting to the good part of the story?
So what are they? Some sort of evil cult or something?
I'm not sure yet. They're definitely hiding something, though.
Yeah, James, we found something before we fell into the pit. A modern rucksack belonging to a female student would be my guess based on what was in it. I think the students were on this island for sure.
We need to find a way to split up and look for them then.
Wine, as requested, sir.
Bobby, you're a lifesaver.
So she claims they were never on the island, but we think that she's lying. We're going to try and look for clues.
You'll be careful though, won't you?
Of course, Mum. How are you feeling, Dad?
I've been better. But I think I'll be okay, honey. That Dr. Foster chap seemed to know what he was talking about. He told me to stay in bed for the night.
Not a bad idea. Mum, what are you doing?
I'm looking for clues. I'm not staying up here being useless, you know.
What clues do you think you'll find here?
Well, if they did make it to the island, perhaps these people started off by showing them the same kindness they're showing us. Perhaps they stayed in these very rooms.
That's a good point. Though the implications aren't very fun to think about.
Oh, she's been like a bull in a china shop since the doctor left.
We need to find our son, Greg.
It wasn't a criticism, darling.
Aha!
What? What is it?
It's a vape pen.
A vape pen? Well, these folks don't seem like the sort of people to be vaping.
No, they do not. In fact, Dr. Foster was smoking a pipe when he looked at your leg, remember?
That's right. I haven't seen anyone smoke a pipe since my dad, and he's been dead 30 years.
Give me that. I'll show it to Dan, see what he thinks.
A thank you would have been nice. I did find the clue.
Well done, honey. Oh, come here.
Ah, evening. Bloody weird bunch. That doesn't look right. I don't recognise it. Any of these stars. Give me strength. Maybe that drunk bastard isn't crazy after all. At least I got a pretty penny from him. I'll need it now my ship's wrecked. Aha! Nearly got me again, you stupid pet, but I'll save you this time around. Hi. Huh?
Are you? Are they?
What? You've got to be kidding me.
Okay, coming this way. Just past the tree. Watch out for the animal trap.
Whoa. Oh, thanks for the warning. Last thing we need is another one of us with their leg raked.
Over here. There's a little cave. Don't let anybody see you.
Who the hell are you? Jesus Christ, kid. You look half dead.
My name is Kevin Kaplan. I need your help.
We need a realistic plan of attack, because I don't know about you two, but I don't have any confidence that these weirdos are actually going to take us back to the mainland, and Angus's ship is destroyed.
Down in the Smuggler's Cove, we found a boat. It's small, but it could take us all back if we can get onto it. They were using it to ship crates of black fluid.
Black fluid?
Yeah. And the crates, they said little hope on them.
Shit. So Carl definitely would have come out here, right?
Probably on the same trail we're on.
Yo, man, are you okay?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Are you alright?
Why do you ask?
Well, because you look really pale, for one thing. For another, this is the third room you've come in and started turning everything upside down.
I'm looking for something.
Anything in particular?
I'll know it when I see it. Ah. Aha! Should have known, Bachman. Always a sense of humour.
I don't get it. It's a ceramic monkey.
Porcelain, actually. And taped to the bottom of it is this funny little chip thingy. I assume you know what this is, Abigail.
It's a micro SD card. Give it here.
I still don't understand the significance of the monkey.
Bachman is a big fan of classic rock music. He has an antique record player in his office and a huge collection of vinyls. He listens to them whilst he works. Porcelain Monkey is a song by Warren Zevon.
So that means that Harry Bachman was definitely here, and he left that here for you to find?
Yes.
Here, my phone still has some battery. There's a video on it. Let's watch.
James, if you're seeing this, then it means two things. One, that you came to find me, and for that I'm incredibly grateful. Secondly, it also means that you are now trapped on this island. I need to keep my voice down so they don't hear me. One moment. Okay, listen to me carefully. Here's what I've managed to ascertain so far. The island is called Silver Pit, and it was originally settled by a Dutch fellow named Alexander Lingard, who later anglicised the spelling of his name. This was around the time of the Black Death, which doesn't narrow it down a great deal, I'm afraid. Anyway, back on track. This island seems to be somehow out of phase with the rest of reality. I've no idea how that can even be possible. That's something I'll need to rely on your expertise for, old friend. What I have managed to ascertain is the island was already in this condition when the settlers came here. James, this is an incredible find. Have you figured it out yet? Look at the pictures around the house. It's incredible, isn't it? But something's wrong. Something's wrong here. Something went very wrong. You've probably already noticed that the maths doesn't add up. They say they're going to help us get to the mainland in the morning, but somehow I don't think that's true. I pray that if you're seeing this, you found me, and the students are safe and well. But, well, let's try to stay positive.
What did he mean the maths doesn't add up?
When they brought us up from the Smuggler's Cove, we walked through the village. Most of the people came out to gawk at us.
And?
There were more houses than there were people to live in them.
We noticed on our way in that a few of the buildings looked completely abandoned. They've got ivy growing on them and everything.
So people are leaving the island? It wouldn't be uncommon for a place as remote as this. Young people probably want to join the modern world.
Or something is killing them. Those people who attacked us, what did she call them? Remnants.
Like remnants of their community, being summoned like puppets by the cry of the abyss.
Ah, fuck me, man. It's the signal all over again.
No, this isn't the same thing.
You sure?
I'm sure. I had the signal in my head for weeks, remember? That was ordered, structured, intelligent. This is bestial, filled with rage. We all heard it.
It sent shivers up my spine.
Yeah, like a nail on a chalkboard.
You know what this means, though, don't you? It's absolute proof that they lied to us. Bachman and the kids were here.
They were here, all right. Look at this.
A vape pen?
Mum found it in their room. It had been dropped under a chest of drawers.
So it probably belonged to one of the students. I mean, these people don't even have electricity. I doubt they're using vape pens.
No. They are out of time, aren't they?
Where is he going?
He does this a lot. We usually just follow him and see what happens.
It's just here.
A cemetery?
You gotta look at this stuff, man, so you'll believe me. Look at the gravestones.
Which one?
Any of them.
All right. You know your parents are worried about you.
I know. We need to get them off this island. I can't come inside.
Why not?
I can't. I can't risk them catching me again. I can't.
What did they do to you, son?
The stones. Look at the gravestones.
Okay. Let's see. Hang on a minute. It can't be right.
Look at another.
Impossible.
They're all like it.
It's not possible, lad. There must be a mistake.
What, on all of them?
These stones say that everyone who died here was hundreds of years old.
I know. They are.
But it's not possible, I tell you.
Neither is a disappearing island. Neither are those zombie-like creatures that come out sometimes. I've been hiding here for a week, and I'm telling you, nothing is normal here. We need to get off this island.
Why are you so scared to go inside? What happened to the other students?
They took Olive and Ivy. I don't know where. Mike and Pete, Professor Barkman, I watched them die. They have this thing, this creature that they worship here. They make sacrifices to it in exchange for their long lives. They throw them down this pit near the lake. That's what they're going to do to us if we don't escape.
Okay, calm down here. You aren't gonna help anybody if you lose your head. Come with me. We'll find a way to get to your parents and get down to the smuggler's tunnel. There's a boat there we can use to escape, okay?
Okay.
I'm afraid not, gentlemen. Mr. Kaplan, it's good to see you again. We've been looking for you for a week. I assumed you tried to swim your way back to the mainland and drowned.
I wish I had.
Oh, nonsense. That would have been a wasted death. This way, you will help our community grow fruitful once more. I am afraid you are surrounded. Running is no use.
Get behind me, lad!
Fire!
No!
Seize them both!
What are you looking for, James?
Keep an eye out for the villagers.
There's no one here yet.
Good. No, not this one.
Why is he looking at all the pictures?
Beats me.
Wait! This is it.
What? It's an old photograph. It's the villagers.
Yes, and look at what's written at the bottom.
Silver Pit Island, 1897. So?
Look at the photo.
They're all wearing the same crappy clothes. It's like the world's most boring game of Where's Wally?
There. Elspeth Cavendish. That looks like Robert and Engelbert behind her too.
Their grandparents, perhaps.
Looking exactly the same. Very doubtful.
Are you telling me that those villagers are more than 120 years old?
Possibly even older. Look, there's more photographs.
Look at this one. It's an old drawing. It's dated from 1349.
Is the settlement really that old?
James, look at this. It's a rock in a crater. Sort of like
a meteorite! You said it would take a phenomenal amount of power to put this island in a splinter dimension. Could that do it?
A meteor impact? Of course. Of course, that's why the name sounded familiar. Silver Pit Island. Silver Pit is the name of an impact crater located in the North Sea. I'd wager right beneath where we're standing.
Wait, so you're saying a meteor hit the Earth and pushed a chunk of land into another reality?
If the meteor is old enough, and it's likely it was millions of years ago, then Britain was still connected to mainland Europe at the time. This meteor would have impacted that piece of land.
Hold on a second. Are we saying what I think we're saying here?
What do you think we're saying?
Aliens!
No, we are not saying aliens. We've seen nothing at all so far that would make us think that.
Except for a giant freaking meteor.
Look, whoever drew this, they've got all this black fluid pooling around it.
You said you found vials of liquid in the smuggler's cave.
We did. What does that say? It's so faded I can barely read it.
The gift of the abyss.
What does that mean?
Are our guests still gathered upstairs?
Yes, Mum.
Good. I must speak with them.
We need to split up and find the missing students and get off this island right now.
You guys go. I need to speak with Mrs. Cavendish. I'll keep her busy.
James, are you sure?
Abigail,
What?
if you find the others, get to the smuggler's cave and get on the boat back to the mainland. Don't wait for me.
What are you talking about? I'm not just gonna...
Abigail, I need you to listen to me and not ask questions this time, okay?
But...
Abigail.
Okay.
Ah, Mr. Hunter, I see you're making yourself at home.
Just soaking up the local history.
Robert, can you find our other guests?
Of course. Right away, Mum.
I'm tired of half-truths and cryptic meanderings. I want to know everything about this island. I want to know how there's a photo of you and your goons from the 1890s. I want to know where Harry Buckman is. And above all, I want to know why you have crates of black fluid labelled for Little Hope's orphanages.
I am not your enemy, James Hunter. I swear that much to you. I'm simply a woman placed in a desperate situation. Come with me, and I will tell you everything.
Starring Jamie Evans as James Hunter, Isabella Barbieri as Abigail Corbin, and Luke Hunter as Dan Cowell. Also featuring Kevin Stemp, Harleen Sahota, Linda Clark, Michael Heath, Charles Topping, Benton Hodges, David Anthony Green. Haunted, the audio drama, is created by Jamie Evans, with all episodes produced and directed by Jamie Evans and Benton Hodges. Audio engineering by Benton Hodges and Jamie Evans. Haunted is a production of Impala Films and is recorded at Three Sprite Media Studios, with special thanks to Duncan Newham for equipment support. Opening and closing themes by James Crow. Thank you for listening to this audio presentation. Come back next week for the next exciting chapter of Haunted, the audio drama.